Welcome to Discovery Dynamics. Today, we're serving up a mix of mind-blowing, unexpected, and downright fun facts that you won't want to miss. Whether you're here to learn something new or just to fuel your curiosity, you're in the right place. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into this whirlwind of discoveries together. A famous story of a dog preventing a bomb threat in the US is that of Smokey, a small Yorkshire Terrier who became a war hero during World War II. Smokey was found by an American soldier in the New Guinea jungle and later served with him in the Pacific Theater. Smokey became well known for her role in saving lives when she helped lay a communication line through a dangerous, bomb-ridden area. Smokey crawled through narrow tunnels, allowing soldiers to set up vital communication lines without stepping on landmines. Her bravery and quick thinking were instrumental in ensuring the safety of her human companions. In the US, there are occasional opportunities for people to receive horses for free, but these are typically not as simple as signing up. Sometimes, horse rescues, farms, or individuals offer horses for adoption or rehoming, often due to financial hardship, overpopulation, or other reasons. While these horses may be free or low cost, they often come with conditions, such as agreeing to provide a safe home and proper care. It's important to be prepared for the responsibility of caring for a horse, as it requires significant time, effort, and financial commitment for food, shelter, and veterinary care. Always do thorough research and check the legitimacy of any offer to ensure the well-being. Minecraft is that the game's iconic creeper was actually created by accident. The creeper, one of the most recognizable mobs in the game, was originally meant to be a pig. The creator, Marcus Notch Person, accidentally flipped the model's dimensions while coding, resulting in the tall, explosive creature we now know as the creeper. Instead of fixing the mistake, he decided to keep it, and the creeper became one of the most famous and feared characters in Minecraft. Louisiana church insurance refers to policies that protect religious organizations from various risks, including property damage, liability, and loss of income. One significant event that highlighted the importance of such coverage was the 2016 floods, which caused widespread damage to many churches in the state. Additionally, Louisiana's vulnerability to hurricanes makes church insurance crucial for safeguarding against storm-related damages and rebuilding costs. These policies are specifically designed to address the unique needs of churches, ensuring they can recover and continue serving their communities. Bermuda is a British overseas territory located in the North Atlantic Ocean, known for its stunning beaches, turquoise waters, and vibrant coral reefs. It is an archipelago consisting of about 138 islands, with the 7 largest islands connected by bridges. Bermuda has a subtropical climate, making it a popular tourist destination year-round. One of its most famous landmarks is the Bermuda Triangle, a region where several ships and aircraft are said to have mysteriously disappeared. The statement that your brain is constantly eating itself refers to a fascinating process called synaptic pruning. This process occurs as the brain eliminates unused or unnecessary connections between neurons, effectively pruning its network to improve efficiency. While it might sound alarming, this process is actually crucial for brain development and function. It helps the brain focus on important connections, removing the ones that are weak or unused, especially during childhood and adolescence. As a result, the brain becomes more efficient, fine-tuning itself based on experience and learning. Chainsaws were originally invented for a completely unexpected purpose, to assist in childbirth. In the late 18th century, 2 Scottish doctors, John Aitken and James Jeffray, developed a hand-cranked, serrated instrument known as the osteotome to help with difficult deliveries. The chainsaw was used to cut through the pelvic bone in cases where a woman's pelvis was too narrow for the baby to pass through, a procedure known as symphysiotomy. Though this method was eventually abandoned in favor of safer medical practices, it's fascinating how the chainsaw, now associated with cutting trees, had its origins in a completely different field. A phobia of bathing exists, is called a blutophobia. This specific phobia involves an intense fear or anxiety related to bathing, washing, or cleaning oneself. People with a blutophobia may experience panic attacks, overwhelming distress, or avoidance behaviors when it comes to water or hygiene routines. It's rare. This phobia can stem from various factors, such as past traumatic experiences with water, negative associations with cleanliness, or even underlying mental health conditions like obsessive-compulsive disorder. Treatment typically involves therapy, including cognitive behavioral therapy, to help manage the fear and anxiety associated with the phobia. Contrary to popular belief, your tongue doesn't have a bone. However, it is connected to a small, horseshoe-shaped bone called the hyoid bone. The hyoid bone is located in your neck, just above your larynx, and supports the tongue's movements. It is unique because it doesn't directly connect to any other bones but is held in place by muscles and ligaments. This bone plays a vital role in helping you swallow, speak, and breathe, giving your tongue the freedom to move in various directions. Earwax has the ability to repel bugs. The waxy substance, also known as cerumen, is produced by glands in the ear canal and serves several functions, one of which is to protect the ear from foreign particles, dust, and bacteria. Interestingly, earwax also contains compounds that can help deter insects, particularly tiny pests like mosquitoes. The sticky texture of earwax can trap small insects, and the acids in earwax may create an environment that is unpleasant or harmful to many bugs. Each Hebrew letter is believed to have its own unique spiritual significance. This idea is central in Jewish mysticism, particularly in Kabbalah. For example, the letter Shin is often associated with the divine name of God, as it resembles a crown and represents the element of fire or transformation. Similarly, the letter Aleph symbolizes unity and the oneness of God, as it is the first letter of the Hebrew alphabet. The connection between the letters and their deeper meanings extends to how they are used in sacred texts. In medieval Europe, ale was often brewed without hops. Instead, a mixture of herbs and spices known as grut was used to flavor and preserve the beer. It wasn't until the 9th century that hops began to replace grut in brewing, largely because hops act as a natural preservative and add a unique bitterness that balances the sweetness of the malt. Over time, this shift to hop-based brewing led to the distinctly bitter taste that many ale styles, especially IPAs, are known for today. Interestingly, during the 19th century Industrial Revolution, pale Alesh became incredibly popular in Britain due to improved brewing techniques and better access to hops. Modern ale drinkers can enjoy a wide spectrum of flavors, from the hoppy bitterness of an IPA. Did you know that if Antarctica were a country, it would be the second largest country by land area in the world, after Russia? Covering about 14 million square kilometers, 5.4 million square miles, it's more than 1.3 times the size of Europe and much larger than Canada, the second largest country. Despite its massive size, Antarctica has no permanent population. Instead, it hosts over 30 research stations from different countries, where scientists study everything from climate change to glaciology. It's also home to about 70% of the world's fresh water in the form of ice, making it a crucial global resource. The Moon is drifting away from Earth, about 1.5 inches every year. While this might seem like a small amount, over millions of years, it has a huge impact. In fact, it's believed that about 600 million years ago, the Moon was much closer to Earth, and days were only about 18 hours long. As the Moon slowly moves away, it also affects the Earth's rotation, gradually making our days longer over time. Eventually, billions of years from now, the Moon could be far enough from Earth that it will no longer cause eclipses to occur as we see them today. The modern bullet design is based on a principle called hydrodynamic cavitation, which means that when a bullet travels through air, it creates a shockwave of compressed air in front of it, much like a mini sonic boom. The pointed tip of bullets, especially in Spitzer-shaped projectiles, is designed to reduce air resistance, allowing the bullet to travel faster and more accurately over long distances. Antibiotics are commonly used in chicken farming in the U.S. to promote growth and prevent disease. While this might seem harmless, it has a big downside: antibiotic-resistant bacteria. These superbugs can make infections harder to treat and pose a serious risk to human health. In response, many people are turning to antibiotic-free chicken or organic poultry, which avoids these harmful chemicals. But here's the twist: some studies suggest antibiotic-free chicken might have a slightly higher risk of foodborne illnesses. So, it's a delicate balance between prevention and resistance. It might surprise you to learn that food allergies affect about 1 in 13 children in the United States, or roughly 8% of kids and 4% of adults. Some of the most common allergens are peanuts, tree nuts, shellfish, milk, and eggs. Interestingly, the number of people with food allergies has been increasing over the past few decades, but experts are still unsure about the exact cause. Many believe that changes in diet, lifestyle, and even the rise of cleaner environments may be contributing factors. With food allergies on the rise, it's become more crucial than ever to raise awareness and ensure proper food labeling. The U.S. has one of the most complex tax codes in the world, with over 70,000 pages of regulations. This complexity arises because of the federal, state, and local taxes that citizens and businesses must navigate. One unique feature is the progressive income tax system, which means the more you earn, the higher your tax rate. But did you know that the U.S. is also one of the only countries that taxes its citizens on their global income, regardless of where they live? This system can lead to some interesting situations for Americans living abroad, who may need to file taxes in both the U.S. and the country where they reside. When you immerse yourself in ice-cold water, your body goes into survival mode, causing blood vessels to tighten and preserve heat for vital organs. This can boost circulation and even help flush out toxins. Cold water immersion also triggers the release of endorphins, which can leave you feeling energized and euphoric. Many athletes use ice baths to speed up recovery and reduce muscle soreness. However, staying in icy water too long can be risky, so it's important to take precautions. Interestingly, some studies suggest that regular cold exposure might also help improve your body's ability to handle stress. The touchpad, now a standard feature on laptops, was first introduced in 1992 by Apple with their PowerBook series. Before that, many laptops used a trackball or an external mouse, making the touchpad a revolutionary step in portable computing design. Interestingly, early touchpads were often an optional upgrade rather than a built-in feature, highlighting how innovative the concept was at the time. Japan is home to the world's oldest operating company, Congo Gumi, which was founded in 578 AD. The company specializes in construction, particularly Buddhist temples, and has been passed down through 40 generations of the same family. This incredible longevity is a testament to the country's rich tradition of entrepreneurship, resilience, and the value placed on family businesses. Japan is also known for its unique culture of innovation, blending ancient traditions with cutting-edge technology, like the famous Shinkansen bullet train, which has been running since 1964. St. Patrick's Cathedral in Dublin is the largest cathedral in Ireland and is dedicated to St. Patrick, the patron saint of Ireland. Built in the 12th century, it stands on the site where it is believed that St. Patrick converted the Irish to Christianity and used a wellspring to baptize new converts. What's fascinating is that the cathedral was almost demolished in the 19th century due to neglect, but thanks to the efforts of Sir Benjamin Lee Guinness, the heir to the Guinness Brewery, it was restored in the 1800s. Today, it houses a visitor centre and a museum that details Ireland's history, making it not only a religious site but also an important part of Irish cultural heritage. Some mushrooms, like the famous death cap, are so toxic that they can be deadly even in small amounts. In fact, just half a mushroom can be fatal. These deadly mushrooms contain a potent toxin called amanitin, which can cause liver and kidney failure if consumed. What's fascinating, though, is that the same compounds in some poisonous mushrooms are being researched for their potential use in cancer treatments. Scientists are exploring how amanitin and other toxins can be used in targeted therapy, aiming to destroy cancer cells without harming healthy tissue. The Cowboys are the only NFL team to have won 5 Super Bowls in the 1970s and 1990s, securing their place as one of the most dominant franchises in football history. What makes this even more impressive is that they achieved this feat with a Team of the Decade moniker in both the 1970s and 1990s, thanks to legendary players like Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, and Michael Irvin. Interestingly, despite not winning a Super Bowl since 1995, the Cowboys have remained one of the most valuable and globally recognized teams, with a fan base that extends far beyond the United States. Foot binding was an ancient Chinese practice where girls' feet were tightly bound from a young age to prevent growth, creating tiny, deformed feet known as lotus feet. The ideal foot size was just 3 to 4 inches, considered a symbol of beauty, status, and femininity. This painful process caused lifelong deformities, making it difficult for women to walk or work, effectively confining them to the home. The tradition was believed to make women more graceful and desirable, reinforcing societal norms. And that's a wrap on today's fascinating journey. If you enjoyed uncovering these incredible facts, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Discovery Dynamics for even more mind-expanding content. Which fact blew your mind the most? Drop it in the comments below. Stay curious, stay adventurous, and I'll see you in the next video.